This is the funnest night ever!
Dad, quit yanking our anuses!
Two people get together, do something social, have a few drinks, yada yada yada.
It's called Two Brothers. Two Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers.
Welcome to another episode of Two Brothers.
And a black guy.
And
You know
we
we out
are
here, bro.
here for another episode, a retrospective episode.
Retrospective. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. I think the first one we did was Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, it was Call of Duty.
That was like 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah, well, me and Edgar did Resident Evil 2. That was the very first one.
Oh, yeah.
But with you, yeah, it was Call of Duty.
Okay. Yes, sir.
And I think we dropped The Walking Dead one, so I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was
So,
fun.
Tonight we're going to be talking...
Watch
Season
season
9. Yeah.
Watch season 9.
This retrospective is going to be about a franchise that's very near and dear to Maurice's heart. House.
Well, I mean, house and heart, I guess. Yeah.
But also, I think a franchise that we all kind of come to love. Yeah, it's pretty. It's fucking awesome. And that's Uncharted.
Yes, sir.
Maurice has been doing his walkthroughs, so you could watch those. At the time of the recording, I think you're doing Lost Legacy, right?
Yeah, so Lost Legacy will be done in a couple of days. So by the time you're seeing this, I'll be playing a different game. But I've played all Uncharted 1 through 4 and Lost Legacy. YouTube.com/ActionAirGaming. Check it out. Yep. And favorite game series of all time. So it's an honor to bring it to the channel and be doing this episode. And yeah, good stuff.
So yeah, man. Let's without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk about why Uncharted is fucking great.
All right, so I got my talking points here, and we are also going to be including a game at the end of this episode, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So tune in, let's do it. All right, first thing that'll get us into this discussion. Okay. Discuss your first Uncharted experience. What was the game that brought you into the franchise, or I guess what was, or even if it like you don't remember the game, like the first time you played it, like what was the one where it's just like, okay, I gotta play more Uncharted after this. Okay. You know, I feel like I kind of heard yours, Edgar, on like one of your episodes, but just repeat it again. So we can go which way you want to go. You want to start with me or him?
I'll start with you, and then you'll do last. All right,
cool. We saved the best for last.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
For me, I think it's Uncharted 2. I think that's where I jumped into it.
Okay.
I think it's when we first acquired a PlayStation 3, right? The God of War edition.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so obviously once you get a PS3,
you gotta have Uncharted.
You have to get Uncharted.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we picked up 2. I think we picked up 3 shortly after, but 2 was just fucking amazing. Man.
Awesome, bro.
The way it opened up, it was from beginning to end. The pacing was just masterful.
Perfect, bro.
The graphics for the time, even now. They still look so fucking great.
Yeah, man. Either the Nathan Drake collection like still holds up to this day. Like it looks fucking good.
So
bro.
I mean, for me, if I'm banking out, I think Uncharted 2 has probably the best opening to a video game.
I agree. It's up there.
Yeah, and so I don't know, man. 2 was just so fucking great.
Hell yeah.
And I think I never played anything like it before. And obviously you got like the Tomb Raider games that came out, like the reboots that try to like replicate Uncharted.
Right.
But dude, nothing comes close to the Uncharted series. So yeah.
The Tomb Raider games are still pretty fun. I enjoy those. Like as action games, and like I like Lara Croft too. So those are pretty fun, but nothing like Uncharted, bro. I mean, nothing nearly as like immersive as Uncharted. You know. Yeah.
That's all Naughty Dog, dude. I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
All right, Maurice.
Yeah. So I think I started to like dive into it a lot like on YouTube because like I heard about Uncharted and like Indiana Jones is basically the reason I'm a nerd. So you know I gotta get into Uncharted, man. I got all the Indiana Jones games, I got all the Uncharted games, you know what I'm saying? But basically I think like I watched I don't know which Let's Player it was. I'm sorry. I went to college, yo. I swear. I know how to speak English. But I don't know which Let's Player it was. But like I watched all the Let's Plays for Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 before I even like played them myself.
Yeah.
But the first time I remember playing Uncharted, because I'm super interested in the franchise, I didn't have a PlayStation for a long time, though, because I got my PS4 in high school when I was 15, and then I didn't have a PS3 either. I got my PS3 as a graduation gift in 2017.
So you got a PS3
afterwards, yeah, because I like I said, I wasn't able to play a lot of the T and M rated games growing up, so I got them now. But back in the day, you know, it took a while. Like I didn't really start diving into the gaming life till I was about 15 or so, and now I got a channel, so you know. But yeah, anyway, but the first experience I remember with Uncharted was actually at Walmart. I don't know if you guys remember this. They used to have like the displays, like the PlayStations you could play.
The demo.
Yeah, the demo. So
I was born in '95. Of course, I remember.
Yeah. So they had Uncharted 3 at the Walmart, the PS3, and it was the Chateau mission, the part where Drake and Sully were inside the chateau, and then what's his name? Talbot and all the bad guys burning down, but you were like climbing out, and you had the chateau was coming down. You had all the explosions and fire and shit. And it was just like, I love this, and like it was pretty easy because like I didn't really do too much of the shooting. I don't remember at that time. Fortunately, because I was not good at those kind of games, but now I've played them too many times, so I'm probably too good at Uncharted at this point. But anyway, that was the first time I remember was actually playing that Walmart demo of Uncharted 3. Like myself before actually getting it, and then bro, when the Nathan Drake, when they announced they were making the Nathan Drake collection on PS4, whoo! I had the PS4 for about like a couple years at that point, and when they announced that, dude, I remember I was in high school and like I saw the announcement, I just like ran through the freaking like school screaming. My teachers and my friends like, what the fuck is wrong with Maurice? Like they're remastering Uncharted on PS4, bro. Like we're doing this. So.
I think they're remastering it again for PS5, aren't they?
They're remastering. So it's called
4, right?
Yeah, 4 and Lost Legacy. It's gonna call it the Legacy of Thieves on PlayStation 5.
Thieves, okay.
Yeah, so it'll only be 4 and Lost Legacy, which I understand. I feel like it'd be kind of redundant to remaster them all. True. You know, especially like Drake's Fortune. I don't really feel like that would play well on PS5. But. Yeah, but that was my first experience was Uncharted 3 at the Walmart, and yeah, that was good stuff. So, yeah, Edgar?
I should have said mine. You took mine.
It was 2?
Uncharted 2. So
yeah.
I think Uncharted 2 for everyone was their first experience with Uncharted.
Yeah.
Because I think that's to me, that's what established Naughty Dog and Uncharted as a thing, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, the beginning of the game's like, oh my god, what the fuck I'm getting myself into type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, along the way, you know the characters, the story, so on. You know, so yeah, it to me, this Uncharted 2 is my first experience.
Made it a household name.
Yeah, that's I was looking.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like I said, I think that's everyone's. If not, you know, leave it in the comments. But I think that's everyone's first experience, you know, because the first one was all right, you know. Yeah, I think they were testing the waters, and
but I mean, it did good enough to make a sequel.
That's what I'm saying.
So, it was a good establishing story. So it's not as replayable in my opinion, but no, 2 definitely like yeah.
They gambled on 2, and look what happened. It's a fucking franchise now. You know?
Yep.
So
yeah, you're right. All right.
Hell yeah! All right, our next point. What the freak? What? Oh, I'm sorry. My numbers are weird right now. Okay. Next point. What in your opinion, what is the best Uncharted game? What is out of all?
We're getting into it.
Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, and Lost Legacy, what would you say, hands down, this is the best story, the best action, the best characters, the best villains? What is the best Uncharted game in your mind? Go.
I'll go first.
All right.
Okay, we're switching up the order. Okay, we'll go Edgar, Alberto, then me. All right, cool. Go ahead.
Again, Uncharted 2.
Really? Okay.
All right.
I mean, you can't go wrong. Yeah.
Again, established in Nathan Drake more as a character. You get to know more of him and what he's all about.
Right.
Right? And Sully too, and you know everyone else that's a part of Uncharted 2. To me, just again the beginning of the fucking game. That's what brings everyone in. And I remember I was playing it again, and I remember our brother walked in, and he had to sit down because it was so immersive of what game. What the fuck am I watching?
Right. Dude, Uncharted 2 is it's it's the system seller for PS3.
Oh yeah.
Basically,
In my opinion. I mean, I know that Last of Us came out on the PS3 kind of towards the end of its life cycle. You still had 3, but 2, I remember when 2 came out, it's like if you have a PS3, you need to get God of War 3 and Uncharted 2. Like those were the two heavy hitters, you know?
Yep.
And Xbox could not fucking compete.
Nope.
With Uncharted 2.
Nope.
See,
not at all.
That generation, I give it to PlayStation because you're right.
Because of Uncharted 2,
Uncharted,
right?
Last of Us, Metal Gear.
Yeah.
So there's some more first party games of PlayStation. But yeah, number 2, all the way, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Quick question. I gotta interject real quick. So, what, in your opinion? Because have you played 4 as well?
Yeah, I played 4 too.
So, like, I just want to know, like, why? I mean, obviously I know why, but just for the sake of a little, picking your brain a little bit, why 2 over 4? Just curious.
That's a good question.
Now you're just gonna say 4.
Uncharted 2, the story and everything, gameplay wise, everything. How can I put this as words?
It's a masterpiece.
No, it's let's see if I make sense. The second one wasn't. How do you say? It didn't have a serious story to it. If that makes sense, Like on part 4, it's more like a family story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it kind of takes itself seriously, kind of, and. In part 4, it doesn't have those comedic
take the whole spots.
Those spots as all the other ones. This one's more serious, and that's what that's my second close. What?
Dude, I haven't even been this whole time, and the music has not been playing. Go ahead.
That Uncharted 4 is the second closest, right after Uncharted 2. So, but to me, I can't put my finger on it. It's just like it has.
Do you feel like it's like you appreciate the fact that it took a gamble in being more serious, but you feel like 2 kind of nailed those moments? Yeah, 2 kind of nailed those moments a lot better.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you mean. Do you feel like it kind of like it's not too much of a detour, but that risk kind of put it down just a little bit.
Okay.
That makes sense to me. That makes sense because I mean, matching humor with like a ridiculous action series like Uncharted, I think that's important. But I just wanted to, I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
He's a big fan of Indiana Jones, even though it's an action film. There's moments of comedy in those films.
Yeah.
It also has there's some elements of like I want to say supernatural, but there's some fucking monsters you find on Uncharted 2.
Which is
right.
Weird,
yeah, and then that's actually like Uncharted 4 is actually 4 and Lost Legacy. Those are the only games where there's no supernatural element at all. Like they just cut that out completely. For I guess I don't know. I want to say for the sake of realism because Uncharted's not realistic, but you know what I mean. Like it's just not there. I guess that was part of the risk they took too. And I'll be honest. Like I kind of do miss that because in Survival, Uncharted 4 Survival. You get to fight Henry Avery as like this ghost, like pirate captain. I think that's awesome, but it wasn't in the the campaign.
Actual campaign.
Yeah. So I mean, but no, I see what you mean. Yeah. So I just wanted to pick your brain a little bit. But all right, cool. Alberto.
I mean, from how Edgar was sounding, like it almost convinces me to say 2.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna give it a 4. I think that's probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
The graphics, I think it goes without saying, Uncharted 4 is like probably the best looking game on the PS4.
One of the best looking games ever, man.
You got a bunch. But when I thought that there was no story to tell after 3, like they managed to grip you with another fucking story with A Thief's End.
Mm-hmm.
The gameplay is as tight as it's ever been in the 4th one. Some pretty fucking awesome set pieces too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just get to play as Nathan. You get to play as Sam too, right?
Yeah, in the Prison Break.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just so much compacted into this game. But the thing is that like 2 just has better pacing. I think that's the thing that I'll give Uncharted 2. But for me overall, like 4 I think just has a better story. Obviously better graphics. The gameplay is fucking good. I don't know. Every time I play that game, there's nothing really wrong with it. Unless you're playing on higher difficulties, then you can probably have some frustrating.
Yeah, crushing is fuck, dude. That shit's messed up.
But just playing it through again and again, it's just I don't know. You can just find yourself being engaged with it, even if you know what's going to happen.
Right.
So for me, I think 4 is my favorite.
Got you.
Yeah.
Cool. On me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm also going to go ahead and give it to Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4, at the time of me recording this video, I think probably, not video, I'm used to my gaming channel, I'm sorry, podcast episode. I'm probably saying the only games at this moment on the PS4 specifically that I feel like would kind of take the cake or like that are like matching some of my favorites within this generation would be Doom Eternal, God of War, and God of War Ragnarok as well when that comes out next year. But at the time of me recording this, Uncharted 4 is my favorite game of all time. Like Alberto said, the story, I like a lot of the twists they took. It's just like how Drake gets brought back into the life that he obviously wanted to get away from. I think the gameplay, some of the shooting is like probably the best in all of Uncharted, because like I love the Uncharted games, but sometimes the shooting could have been like, it was improved in the Nathan Drake collection, but sometimes the shooting was a little clunky at times. But for even like they got like the orange hit markers, and I thought multiplayer was awesome. I thought it was pretty underrated.
That's right. Uncharted 4.
I'm still able to find some lobbies when I hop onto Uncharted 4 multiplayer too. Like they have like Bounty Hunter, Team Deathmatch. Survival came out later as like but it came for free too, so I mean, like, we didn't have to pay for it or anything. So yeah, I think the multiplayer is great as well. Characters, story, action, love the set pieces, and the final boss battle was also really cool too. I really like it. It kind of like it plays into that phrase of like, those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it. That's also a big connection I have with Indiana Jones and Uncharted is like, I do have an appeal to history. I'm a bit of history buff, so the whole searching for Avery's treasure and everything, like, I think that's awesome. But also like the sword fight they have at the end, going back to what I was saying about that quote, like, that's how Henry Avery and Thomas 2 died, so to bring that as like the final boss battle, them actually having like a fencing match, like, I predicted that was gonna be the ending, but the fact that they actually did it, like,
it still blew you away.
That's awesome, dude. Like, I love the fact that the final battle in Uncharted is a fencing match of two of history's greatest pirates, so yeah, I think 4 just takes cakes for me. Like, it does everything that I want an Uncharted game to do, and it sends off Nathan Drake in such an awesome way. If I had any issues with 4, I'd say, like, I do kind of feel like the only one who died in that story was Rafe, and that's literally it. Like, everyone stayed alive. I feel like, there was kind of rumors going around that, even though I don't, he's my boy, I don't want him to die, but like, there's kind of rumors going around that Sully might die, and obviously Nathan Sam was dead, but he came back and everything. I do feel like they could have taken, because like Edgar was saying, it was a bit more serious than all the other games, right? So I feel like they could have taken a bit more of a risk and maybe killing off more characters than just one bad guy.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? So if I had any issues with it, it would probably just be that. But honestly, like, Uncharted 4 is my jam, man.
I mean, let's be glad they didn't go down the Last of Us 2 route and fucking.
No, man. Well, hey, I mean, my boy Drake will get ambushed in the basement like no little bitch. Okay, I'm sorry. That really. Let's not even get back to The Last of Us 2.
That tells you that they care more about Uncharted characters than Last of Us.
That's true, yeah.
To be honest, man.
Because think about it, when they released, there was no how do you say, spoilers? Like, it was just rumored that like Sully was gonna die, or Nathan, or people like that.
There's that, and then it was also 2016. Now, The Last of Us was released during the pandemic, and a lot of people were ticked off. And I feel like a lot of the employees that were mistreated there, they probably did a lot of those leaks, to be honest. Yeah. Like, I mean, it wasn't right, but considering what they were dealing with, that makes sense.
Like, I just want to take a second though to say that, like, despite all the shit that they throw at Naughty Dog, like, the people working on these games, what they managed to do graphically and like with the animation with Last of Us or even Uncharted. Yeah. Props to them, man. Yeah, they worked their asses off.
They did
to make these games look and play
as well,
like flawlessly. Yeah. Like, you can't say a Naughty Dog has bugs or that it needs a fucking patch. Here
Not
or there.
really.
Like when it comes out completed.
That's true.
So
That is
you have
something to be
yeah.
praised. You know, I mean, I'm not a fan of Last of Us 2, but it did come out very well. So
Yeah,
good on them.
Last of
Yeah.
Us 2 played well. It looked well. Everything was fine. It was just that fucking story.
Which trumps everything.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
But yeah, if you guys want to hear us bitch about Last of Us 2, watch the last episode I was in before this. But yeah, no. But yeah, all right. Anyway, so next point. Give me your top 3 favorite Uncharted characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's gonna go first?
I can go first on this one if you want me to.
All right, you go first, Maurice.
All right, so top 3. My number 3, Nadine Ross.
That's a good one.
She
That's a good
is badass, bro. Like,
Yeah.
low-key kind of hot, too. It was weird for me to say, because I don't really hit on, like, video game chicks that much, but I've been playing Lost Legacy, and Chloe and Nadine, like, they're pretty fine women, honestly. They really are. But no, besides that, like, the first fight that she has with Drake in Uncharted 4, like, that shit is like, she is not someone to fuck around with.
Yeah,
like, she beats his ass, kicked
Yeah.
him out the window twice in Uncharted 4. But no, like, other than just, like, her being just, like, this formidable badass, I love just, her presence. Because, like, you have, you know, like, I like these, like, the action films and action games that have like the kind of like this 2 villain structure. So you have like one villain who's like, you know, your psychological villain like the Joker.
Yeah.
And then you have your physically intimidating villain like Bane. So like Rafe would be like, you know, Joker, and then Ross would be like Bane, you know. She's just someone who could just kick
She's
ass.
more of a physical.
Yeah, she's more of like the someone who's just like who just like kicks everyone ass. She has Shoreline, which is like her mercenary company, which is, I mean, they're not shit compared to her, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I you know, her presence, she's well acted, she's well performed. You know, she's the kind of villain who's just like, you know, when she steps into the room, it's like, okay, this means business, you know. And I really like the fact that they paired her up in Lost Legacy. I thought that was really smart because Chloe, you know, she's super witty, kind of playful, you know, she doesn't really, she's kind of like, in a way, she's kind of like a female version of Drake. Maybe not quite as much as Elena because they're married, but you know, she's a bit of like a female version of Drake, right? Yeah. So to pair her with someone who's like Nadine Ross, she's like super serious, she's about her business, you know. But to see kind of like their friendship form in Lost Legacy, I thought that was really good that they paired those 2 together, you know. So yeah, I think Nadine Ross is really cool. My number 2, Zoran Lazarevic from Uncharted 2. Ladies and gentlemen, a hero is only as good as its villain. Zoran Lazarevic is fucking crazy, bro. Like when you like, he's another one of those villains. Is like when he comes into the game, you're just like, this dude is not fucking around.
Right, yeah.
Like because at the beginning of Uncharted 2, the only villain is Harry Flynn, right? But then you hear about Lazarevic and you see him briefly. But then when he first meets Drake, it's just like, oh shit. And you know, it's. He might kind of feel like cliche for some people. It's like, oh, he's just the evil guy, but like, no, he actually he sees himself as like this prophecy over the world, right? And like he's just evil, you know what I mean? Like he's just one of those guys, and like, you know, that final, like the bot, like just his lines, and he had a monologue in Uncharted 2 where he was saying like Stalin and Pol Pot and Hitler were all great men, and it's like. And he believes it, and it's kind of like, okay, well, something's wrong with this guy if that's his thought process, you know. Yeah. But that final boss battle in Uncharted 2 is one of my favorite boss battles.
It's a fucking good boss battle.
In any game, because it's like, that man is so intimidating. Like, he's huge, but like, and like, you know, when he has a tree sap and he becomes invincible, Drake shoots him, sorry pal, you're not my type, and then he just comes back and you have to like take all the tree sap, and like even at the end of the game, like when you beat the boss battle, he still doesn't die. He has to get ripped up by everyone else, you know what I mean? So that was just, that was crazy. But no, Lazarevic, you know, a hero is only as good as its villain, and he is just one of those villains that's just like, don't mess with this guy, bro. He's just, you know, that he is next, I'd say probably next to Roth and Rafe from Uncharted 4, he is my favorite Uncharted villain. So I love Zarovich. And just as a little side note, not that anyone cares, I like playing him in Uncharted 4 multiplayer too, because why not? It's fun. But yeah.
I mean, I've never played Uncharted 4 multiplayer. I think I played 3, but
if you can still find a lobby, I'd recommend Bounty Hunter, Team Deathmatch. Classic mode is kind of like the older ones. Bounty Hunter, Team Deathmatch, and King of the Hill. King of the Hill is kind of like Hard Point from Call of Duty.
Okay.
So
Cool,
yeah.
cool.
But yeah. So yeah. Zoran Zarovich would be my number 2, and the number 1. Come on, man. He's on the cover of every game. Right. He is, the Indiana Jones of our generation. Nathan Drake, dude.
I mean,
yeah.
This is gonna be on your number 1, right? What? Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also my number 1.
Yeah. So I mean, we can all agree on that one. You guys just give your other 2 and move on. Nathan Drake, bro. Like, he's our hero. He's a badass in combat. He's smooth with the ladies. He's sarcastic AF. Yeah. But and at the end of the day, in his defense, it's not his fault he's a mass murderer. All he wants to do is find some artifacts. They just got in the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dude, Drake has killed like so many people. By the end of Uncharted 4, he's killed so many people, bro.
How's he not in therapy?
It's ridiculous, but no, I just love this character. Like I said, as someone who grew up on Indiana Jones, you can't not love Nathan Drake.
And it's voiced by Nolan North. I think we can't say that Nathan is as good as he is without mentioning Nolan North.
Yeah.
Dude. The voice actor for this character, like, that's why he's so iconic, is because he's so, like, synonymous with Nolan North.
Captivating as a hero. So it's crazy. Dude, Nolan North, I didn't know this for a little bit. He played David in Last of Us.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. I knew that after. I didn't know that then. But after, I was like, oh, my God.
That contrast is crazy, right? Like, this shows he's such a great actor because, like, it's easy to be the hero, but like to be the hero and the villain, like that's crazy. So shouts to him for that, because David was like that dude was creepy, bro. Like that, good villain, man. Like he was insane. But no, yeah, Nathan Drake is the GOAT, bro. That's all I gotta say, bro.
Hey, come on, this is your number 1 too. Talk about it. Come on.
He fucking covered it, man. The fuck you want me to say?
I don't know your fucking input.
Hey, how about this? Give your 3 and your 2, and then we'll talk a little more about Drake and we'll move on. Yeah.
All right, now it's your 3 and 2. Go ahead.
Well, 2 has to be Sully.
Yeah.
He's just an older, wiser fucking Nathan Drake.
That's true. Been through a lot of the same stuff. He kind of
showed him the way for Nathan Drake. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for Sully,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has the same wit, same charisma as him, everything. So Sully all the way, man. Yeah, I was gonna say Sam, but you only get to know him, to be honest, just a little bit in Uncharted 4.
Yeah, he's not super developed, like, at all,
yeah, so
honestly.
There's no way for you to...
Maybe not at all, but, like, not a lot, yeah.
To, not sympathize, but connect with him,
Yeah.
You only get a little bit here, like, he only, most of his life was in prison, and that was it. So you don't get to know him a lot, But with Sully, you do. Like you said, he's just an older, wiser Nathan Drake.
Played by the amazing Mark Wahlberg in the Uncharted.
Oh my God, Alberto.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. I have my issues. I want the smoke, bro. All right. Anyway.
Why fucking... they're going to be so fucking generic. Number 3 has to be Chloe.
Chloe?
Again, he said it too. She's a female Nathan Drake. Mm-hmm. And
so all your characters are just a different version of
Drake. Yeah, I mean, he's such a lovable character. What can I say?
True, that's true.
I gotta say again, Lost Legacy, Chloe in particular, is so fun, bro.
I don't think that game gets a lot of praise.
Right? It's a little underrated, I feel like it's coming off the coattails of Uncharted 4, and it basically is a reskin of 4, just with a bit of a different story, and it's shorter. But Lost Legacy is great, honestly. Yeah. So yeah,
her having, that tells you, people love Chloe. That's why she had her own spinoff. So, there you go. That's a good. What about you, Albert?
Number 2 is Sully as well.
Okay, what?
So the same, you covered it,
We're all in the same headspace, man. Great minds think alike. Yeah.
No, I think he has some of the more... I know a lot of people think that Nathan has a lot of the best, like, joke lines and too, but, like, Sully, he's also pretty fucking funny, too.
What was it in, I think it was Uncharted 2, is like, I'm sweating like a hooker in church. You brought a hooker to church?
He's just, I don't know. I think he has more... Like, he's more suave than fucking...
Yeah. Right. Nathan. He's got like that old school kind of like that Bernie Mac smoking a cigar kind of thing.
Without Nathan or without Sully, Nathan will be fucked.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's true.
he gets them out of these fucking situations. You
That's
know?
true. It's true.
My number 3, it's weird because I don't think you really play her at all, but it's Elena.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But the reason why is because she's the only character in the Uncharted series that grounds the whole series. I think she's the one who kind of takes a step back and be like, does anyone not fucking realize how crazy all of this shit is?
Right.
Like,
Right.
She's the one who kind of anchors.
She's the voice of
Nathan.
reason.
Yeah, she's the voice of reason, and you need that.
Yeah. I mean, that's why they got married too. You know. Yeah.
Like Sully will always be with Nathan throughout all of his adventures. Same thing with like Sam, Chloe. But Elena's like the only one. Like, dude, if you go through this shit, you're most likely gonna like
die.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to have those characters in these games, and that's why I like her. She's cool.
Yeah.
And especially in 4. So
Yeah. That's true.
she's my number 3.
Yeah. Everyone needs a wife that they can play Crash Bandicoot with to decide whether or not they're
Right?
gonna do chores, bro.
Come on.
Like, I mean, that's the best, man. But yeah. All right. Well, got through that. Next topic. This one's gonna be a little bit different, so I want you to kind of immerse yourself into these games a little bit with us, ladies and gentlemen. All right. If you had to choose any place in the Uncharted universe to travel to, where would it be and why?
Oh, shit. That is a good question, man.
Yeah. Think about it. Think about, we're full-time YouTubers, we're podcasters, we're free, we got, we're financially free. We can, take our girl or take our family out to vacation. Like, let's go to Uncharted land. Where would that be? Where would that be?
Shit.
Okay.
This is, of course, assuming that there's no destruction happening.
I mean, hey, it's your world. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, bro. I mean, I'll throw a little bit of adventure in there. I don't want to fight Lazarevich, but, I'll throw a little adventure in there, whatever you guys want. So I can go first if you guys want me to on this one, too.
Well, were you going to say
yeah.
something? What?
Yeah.
Hopefully he helps me out because he played it recently.
Okay. All right.
It's Uncharted 4 when Nathan, Sully, and his brother go in kind of like in a safari. It's kind of open world, remember?
Were they riding a boat?
No, they're riding the
Jeep?
Yeah.
The Jeep.
And you gotta constantly put the Jeep in with the hook.
Oh yeah, that was Madagascar. Pretty sure.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's Madagascar. Yeah.
Madagascar?
Yeah.
Madagascar. The way they just, oh my god.
Dude, it looks so fucking
It looks awesome, dude. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's Madagascar, yeah.
Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Hell yeah.
All right. I would say Nathan's home at the end of Uncharted. It's the most safest place you can be.
Dude, he's got it laid up though.
It's in the fucking beach.
He's got a beach. He's got a boat.
He got the fucking TV with the Crash Bandicoot.
Right. He's got vinyl records and everything too. Nice.
I don't have to be pulling Jeeps in Madagascar. Just stay at Nathan's place.
Stay homebody. Like I hear that. I hear that. Yeah. And I mean, no, he's got a pretty nice house. He's got a really nice house. So props to him. But yeah. So I'm going to lure a little bit on the adventurous side. I'm a homebody as well. We all are. All right. I'm a full-time YouTuber. I stay home. I make YouTube videos. I release music. I edit stuff. When I have a little free time, I'll watch movies or shows or whatever. But I do have a little to adventure. Later on, sometime left, like I want to travel more. I'm not the type to go out really, but if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna travel. That's what I want to do. So I'm gonna say Shambhala from Uncharted 2. Mainly, honestly, and this is the only reason, they have explosive tree sap. I gotta see that. I gotta get myself a strap and shoot one of those tree saps, dude. And
so you're saying you have a death wish?
I mean, take a distance. I need. You can't tell me you don't want to see that happen.
You can have the same effect, Maurice, if you just go to a firing range and just have a grenade out there and just shoot it.
It's not the same, bro. This is sacred tree sap. It's blue tree sap that explodes. Right. I gotta see that.
You gotta shoot it. Why don't you just take a picture of it? You're
I'll take a picture of it and then I'll take a video of me shooting it.
All right.
From a safe distance, be careful. Kids,
you don't want to be in Nathan's house with me and playing some Crash Bandicoot. You just want to go to Shambhala.
After I go to Shambhala and take a picture of the exploding tree sap and take a video of the exploding tree sap and post it on Instagram, then I'll come home and hang out with you at Nathan Drake's house. Cool, all right. All right. Yeah. All right. Cool. Nice. Didn't think we found that as quickly as we did. So now on to the most heated debate of the day and age. Not really, but just in the Uncharted world at least. honest thoughts, and we don't have to really go around. We kind of just like shoot the shit on this one. Honest thoughts on the Uncharted movie trailer. I got some things to say. Honest thoughts on the Uncharted movie trailer.
All right, we'll save your, because I know you're the biggest fan here.
Yeah. So I mean, but you shoot the shit. Let me know what you think. Okay. Let me know what you think. Yeah.
I don't think we talked about it, so let's talk about it.
Let me go first then.
Me go first. You go first.
To me, okay. What I saw, the international trailers shows much more than what we saw in the U.S.
Yeah, because I don't think I remember much from the first one, like the U.S. trailer. So we watched the international trailer.
Saying that, to me, I think it's going to be, it's going to be great. I think.
Really?
I don't think it's going to follow the game. It feels like it's going to have its own story. But it's going to have some elements of key moments of Uncharted, kind of like what we saw in the trailer with him.
With the
airplane, stuff like that. We're going to get to see that. Yeah. But besides that, I think it's going to be great. But like people say a lot about Mark Wahlberg not having the mustache. But besides that, well, we don't know yet, you know. To me, I'm being optimistic here about it. And
what about Tom Holland? I think that's,
oh my God,
that's the biggest thing, right? The biggest casting choice was Tom Holland. I know a lot of people were saying they wanted Nathan Fillion, but it's like the guy's almost in his 50s at this point.
Yeah.
Why would you want him to be like, unless you're trying to make Uncharted 4?
Like I said, he can play his brother. That can work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he looks so much like Nathan.
He looks exactly like Nathan Drake. That really is the conflict there, because but then he's older. But then again, man, I mean, Tom Cruise is like 52, and he's still Ethan Hunt, and he's still killing it. You know what I mean? So I mean, as long as you're taking care of yourself, I mean, it don't really matter. You know? So yeah.
One is in shape, the other one's not. Okay. Okay. But no, Tom Holland, I think is gonna be great. Like, hopefully he does. But to me, I'm being open about it. So
I respect that. I'm on a different page, but I respect that.
I mean, with video game movies nowadays, it's kind of, we're always going to be on the fence about them, you know. Like, it just all depends on what happens when the movie comes out. My biggest fear is that it's just going to be a ripoff of Indiana Jones, I think.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the biggest fear, is like, why watch this when we can watch like Raiders of the Lost Ark or fucking, you know, play the Uncharted games? You know, give me a reason to watch this movie? You know, I think that's gonna be the biggest. What
makes it stand out as an adventure, other than just, you know, being Uncharted? Yeah.
But I'm also gonna stay cautiously optimistic. I don't know if I like Tom Holland as Nathan.
I agree with that.
Okay. You two guys don't agree. Who do you think would have been better to play Nathan Drake?
To be totally real with you, bro, after looking at the physical appearance and just seeing the trailer, I honestly think Mark Wahlberg would have been a better Drake, in my personal opinion. Okay. I think like, when I'm thinking like physically, and also just like, you know, kind of like, you know, because I think about like Mark Wahlberg, and I don't know if you've seen it, the Other Guys, right? The buddy cop movie with Will Ferrell. He kind of has like that. Not to say that Tom Holland can't pull that off, like he can't. Like, Tom Holland's a good actor. I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying I don't think he's a good choice for Drake, in my opinion, personally. But like, when I think about like kind of like that sarcastic swagger that Nathan has, and Mark Wahlberg, I could definitely see that a little bit more than Tom Holland for me. Because to me, my thing with Tom Holland, like I said, I'm not shitting on him. He's a great actor. He does great stuff. I love the new Spider-Man. He's awesome. Okay, Tom Holland is a good actor. I'm not shitting on him. To me, at least, when I watched the trailer, Tom Holland looks like Nathan Drake in the flashback from Uncharted 3 when he was 15. Not Nathan Drake as an adult. To me personally, I think
that's the biggest thing for me. Is it's just so jarring, because he just looks.
He looks like a kid.
He looks like he's still in high school, and he kind of looks like Peter. I mean, to me, it just kind of sounds like him too.
Yeah.
I don't think he did anything to really distinguish himself, other than how he like dresses. He kind of looks like Nathan with the clothing, but I don't know. I could be surprised.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm still gonna see the movie, but I have my issues, you know.
I don't know. Yeah. I think it's kind of, you know, with Sony. I know they did like Ratchet and Clank. That was like their first try at a fucking movie.
They did a Ratchet and Clank movie?
Yeah.
Really?
See how you don't even remember? and it would turn out to be unforgettable, and unforgettable. It turned out to be forgettable, and I'm hoping that's not the case. with Uncharted, but I'm cautiously optimistic. I sound like I'm shitting on it, but
I hear you.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm the biggest fan here, so I gotta go in a little bit. All right. I gotta give you guys my honest deeds. Now, like I said, I'm still gonna see it. I'm still gonna see it. I want to see what they do with it. Yeah, obviously we're always skeptical about video game movies. Literally, the only video game movies that I can solidly say that I like is the first Mortal Kombat from '95, the new Mortal Kombat that came out this year, and probably Sonic the Hedgehog. That's probably it. Like, those are probably the only video game movies that I can say, yeah, I like these.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu was all right, but yeah, there's
that's right.
there's some that are decent, but as a whole, a lot of them, But that's another argument. Anyway, here's my thing with the Uncharted movie. Like I said, Tom Holland, to me, he's a good actor. I don't know if he's a good choice for Drake, just because he looks like Nathan Drake as a kid, not Nathan Drake as, I assume Nathan Drake at this point is probably like in his late 30s, early 40s. He's an aged man. He's fit, obviously, to do all the parkour and the shooting that he does, but he's an aged man. So to me, I think Mark Wahlberg would have been a better choice personally, or even Nathan Fillion. Like, yeah, he's older, but he, as long as you take care of yourself. I mean, look at Tom Cruise. You know what I'm saying? Then again, I will kind of backtrack a little bit from that, because I think a lot of times, like, when we see these trailers and we see these characters, like, we're always skeptical about who's playing these particular people, but then sometimes they blow it out of the water, sometimes they don't. Like, look at Heath Ledger. Everyone's just like, Heath Ledger can't be the Joker, and he's, to this day, one of the best Jokers of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the biggest example.
So I mean, like, it could work. At the moment, though, I just don't see it. All right, that's my problem with that. My other issues come now when I see the action in the trailers. The action does look very Uncharted-esque. It looks very like, they're kind of, a lot of the moments were ripped straight out of Uncharted 3, which has really great action set pieces, right? Look with the plane and everything. My thing is, when I look at the trailer, it looks like, at least to me, that they're trying to retell what we've already seen in the games. Yeah. I hope, for the sake of the movie, it's an original story, because we've already seen Nathan Drake's story. We've already seen Chloe's story, right? So if you just retell it in the movie, I mean, we can just play the game. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that they tell an original story with our favorite moments from the game that kind of make sense within that story. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? But from the trailer, it does look a lot like they're taken from the games, because they mention Sam Drake. Sam Drake doesn't come till Uncharted 4, right? Yeah. And they got moments from Uncharted 3, and then I mean they could do it after after Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy, because Sam is a part of the universe now. But the way the trailer made it look like he was meeting him for the first time, like he did in 4. You know what I'm saying? And so we've already seen that story. We don't need to see it again. And yeah, those are really my main, I guess my main issues with that. So like I said, I'm still gonna see it, but I'm a big Uncharted fan. Okay, my standards are high.
I know, yeah.
I'm on the fence. I really am. Yeah, So yeah.
We're the same with Resident Evil when we saw the trailer for the movie.
Yeah.
So
what do you guys think about the Resident Evil movies? Because like, as far as I know, they have nothing to do with the games, at all. Yeah.
Fuck the Resident Evil movie. The one that they're promoting now, this new one, it's a hot take, but I think it kind of looks good. I think everyone even agrees, right?
Yeah.
I was a little bit confused that this movie is gonna be doing Resident Evil 1 and 2 concurrently, so they're both taking place at the same time. Okay. Which is weird, because in actuality in the games it's 2 and 3 that take place at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 1 takes place first, and then
Leon and Jill's story around the same time. Okay, yeah, I got you.
But this one looks like it's gonna take place during the whole mansion thing, and then also the Raccoon City thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the director seems like he knows what he's doing. The only complaint we have is the CGI looks a bit weird. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I'm in for it.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay. We're in this subject about video game movies. What do you want from them? For example, the one I'm leaning towards, it's Resident Evil. At first, I was what the fuck am I watching? This is not, like you said, the CGI is not that good, but watching the trailer, but again, the international trailer was the best one. They showed more stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. The international trailer.
But it has, how do you say? What's the word I'm looking for? It's taking the source material that we wanted from the fucking other pieces of shit films that came out. So it's taking the source material that we wanted to see
from
in
the
film.
games.
So why us as gamers are still complaining about it?
Well,
Right.
yeah, I mean,
You know?
it's because
Hold on, like
Okay.
the mansion, right? We got we got our characters,
Yeah,
Leon,
yeah.
so on and so forth. The RPD. It's like everything that we want to see in the film. So why, as gamers, are bitching about all these little things, or they're taking little different takes on the things that we love, and they're all, oh, I don't like it because they changed this.
I don't like it because Leon fucking doesn't look like Leon.
Yeah. Like,
You know how
why?
weird
He doesn't
Leon
have the
would look
haircut.
like?
Yeah.
You know how weird he's gonna look like with that haircut if someone. I mean, it has to be someone specific. Really,
It's a badass haircut, but it's
Yeah.
hard to pull
Yeah.
off. It is. So
If you look in the trailer for us that we're so like into Resident Evil, come on, like you showed me the other day the piano thing, like, oh my, really,
dude. Albert Wesker playing Moonlight Sonata on the fucking piano.
The truck driver, twisting his
Yeah.
stuff like that is like, holy shit, we're seeing it on film,
Yeah,
Williams. I want
Birkin,
to see. I want to see his 3 different
Stages.
Stages. Come on, how the hell we're not gonna be excited to see that?
Well, look. Here's the thing: is that it kind of crosses the line between doing something original versus this is just fan service. Like, here, this is what you wanted, right? This is the scene, but it has no context. That kind of thing. I think that's why people are like, take for example that scene in Uncharted with the cargo thing.
yeah.
They could have easily have done something completely different and be like, oh shit, I could see Nathan being in this fucking crazy scenario.
Instead of taking from Uncharted
Instead
3.
they took it ripped out of 3 because they're like, well, the fans are gonna like it. Let's throw it in there, but there's no love in it.
Right.
That's my I think why people are like with Resident Evil. It's like, oh yeah, it looks cool. We got to see Claire in her jacket, but if she isn't Claire, what's the fucking point?
You can definitely draw
You
the same argument for this new Uncharted trailer too. And like I said, I'm not trying to go too hard on it. It's just I'm on the fence. I'm still gonna see it,
Yeah.
but I'm on the fence.
But
So yeah.
Still, like Resident Evil, I'm all in for it though. Still,
Hopefully,
you know.
Hopefully, this is the one that breaks the curse, because
I think Mortal Kombat broke the curse. Don't you think?
that's true.
Mortal Kombat really
but-
did break the curse.
I don't know.
Well, because Mortal Kombat did away with the story, and they kind of did it in their own. They retold it in their own way, which is what I want from a video game movie. Is don't give me the same story. Even Maurice was saying it. What's the point? We can just play the games. The Mortal Kombat movie was like, here's the story that you know, but it's told very differently.
Right.
And I think that's
But-
why some fans are like,
yeah.
what the fuck? We want to see the tournament. And it was like, it's building up to the tournament.
Yeah, I think
you
if
know?
they do the tournament, the second, which I feel like they have to at this
Yeah.
point. But I mean, I think
Yeah.
it'll be a little fresher because we've already seen what they could do with the first one. So yeah.
The only
But-
thing with Resident Evil is that, like, I feel they may just be blowing their load too early. They're showing everything. Here's 1 and 2 in one movie.
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
mean, that's just trailers, honestly. Nowadays,
know?
that's a whole
Yeah.
nother argument. But,
And with
yeah.
Uncharted, it's like, here's this scene from 3. Oh, here's Sam. A name drop for Sam. Here's this fucking thing that you remember from 2. Here's the thing from, like, oh, just calm down. Like,
Yeah,
do your
yeah.
own thing first.
Yeah.
Eases into it.
Right.
So it has to kind of walk that fine line.
Yeah.
And I think Mortal Kombat did it.
Sorry, I just before I had it before while we talked about Resident Evil. I think to me, even though he name dropped his name, Sam, in the trailer,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a post-credit scene, and we're gonna get to see Sam.
You think it's
I
gonna be
hope so.
You think it's gonna be an after credit scene
Yeah.
where we see Sam?
I
I
think
hope
so.
so.
Because Sam, he wasn't shown in the trailer
No,
at all.
yeah,
he
no.
just name dropped his
It
name.
was just name drop.
But I feel like they're gonna tease
I mean,
him or something.
They
Right?
gonna
Mighty
tease the
damn
mustache.
ambitious,
Who
but I
knows?
mean-
Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well,
So
Oh well, sorry. When you guys were just talking about your take on the movie, and he was saying Mark Wahlberg should play Nathan. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
And I was looking into who should play him.
Yeah.
I was thinking for Nathan Drake, it should be John Hamm.
Sean Ham. Who is that?
From Mad Men,
Yeah, but for him, I'm trying to see what movie he's been into.
he's in Baby Driver as well.
Baby Driver, but
He was gonna be Batman.
yeah. Oh yeah, you should look him up and see if
John
you're.
Hamm. I can definitely see that.
Yeah?
Just his facial structure, I can definitely see that.
And
Yep.
Sully, and I know the thing's gonna be so fucking basic, but I can see him playing it. J.K. Simmons.
Yes, bro.
J.K.
Tell me
Simmons,
not.
He's older.
Yes.
And he has the money.
J.K. Bro. J.K. Simmons. I mean, he's Tenzin in Legend of Korra,
See you later.
bro. He's Tenzin in Legend of Korra. He's in Spider-Man. He's in Whiplash. Dude, I could. Yes. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
The fucker got buff for some reason.
I could definitely see that. I could definitely see
How
that.
about those are two great main roles, for Nathan Drake.
See, we should be casting directors, bro.
All
We
right,
got this.
However, who are you gonna cast now? I put my 2 cents of who should play. Nathan,
my God,
because
I
you
don't
guys,
even-
we don't seem to agree for Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. What would you?
It's not that I don't have a problem with Mark Wahlberg.
Uh-huh.
I think he's going to be okay. He's going to do fine as Sully. I don't really know off the top of my head who could play Sully.
I think
Quite
J.K.
honest.
Simmons is
J.K.
a
you
perfect
said
answer,
J.K.
honestly,
Simmons,
man.
that's a
That
good
really
choice.
fits, man. Like, that's him. That is so him, bro.
In an ideal world, yeah, I kind of would want Nathan Fillion to play Nathan just because the short film
And he looks
like him,
just
you know?
like him,
Yeah.
man.
So-
and he played him so well in
He
that
played
short
him really
film.
well.
You did really good.
So I mean, I can't really think off the top of my head who else. It's one of those characters that is just very difficult to figure out who
to
can
pinpoint.
play
Yeah.
that character. Because again, like Nolan North is who I associate Nathan with. So for an actor to step in and like, dude, you're never gonna be as good as the voice actor who plays his character, you know? So,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to say that.
Hey, no, that
I
good.
mean, I will say this: I know who would play fucking Doomslayer, and that's John Bernthal.
Oh, hell yes.
mean,
the Punisher himself?
Come on, dude.
The Punisher himself, bro?
How he fucking screams in that trailer in The Punisher.
Bro.
Imagine that shit is fucking Doomslayer.
Bro. I mean,
You blow my fucking mind.
I want to see him in the Predator suit. John Bernthal in the Predator suit,
that
bro?
too. Oh my god.
Oh my god. That is yeah. I mean, it's the
Perfect,
Punisher.
right?
It's the Punisher.
He has the fucking look.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's just got that deadpan anger.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. Yeah, that'd be great.
That's cool.
That would be great.
So we're starting off. Uncharted here.
All right, that was a bit of trailer discussion, bit of video game movie discussion. Good talk. Like I said, I'm still gonna see the Uncharted movie. I'm on the fence, but good stuff. All right, moving on.
Okay.
To today's game. All right. In the spirit of Uncharted, in the spirit of action, adventure, fortune hunters who, like to look for all this sacred stuff,
All right.
this game is called Treasure Hunt. All right.
Shit, I'm gonna suck. All right, let's go.
All right. I'm going to name an Uncharted game or a movie, and you have to tell me what the main artifact or the main historical site that the characters are searching for.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now, I know some of these might not be super familiar to you guys, so I will give you guys, I'll allow you guys one hint, and the hint should kind of ease your way into it a lot easier, at least in my opinion. So
Right.
I will allow you guys one hint per question. We have 6 questions in total. So best 4 out of 6 is the winner. You don't win anything right now, but you know what? As two bros in the Black Guy Bills, I want to maybe throw some prizes out there,
Yeah, let's see. That'd be cool.
and get you guys into that as well. So leave us some ideas in the comments, maybe. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway,
All right.
treasure hunts. First question. So remember, you gotta just so I'm repeating the rules. You have to tell. I'm going to tell you an Uncharted game or movie. You have to tell me the main artifact or the main historical site the characters are searching for. All right, are we ready?
Yep.
First one, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. And remember, raise your hand, and I'll see. Raise your hand as quickly as possible, and I'll see which one goes first. We'll get some buzzers like Jeopardy in the future.
I'm gonna lose this one because I never played Lost Legacy.
You never played Lost Legacy?
No, Edgar has, right? You played.
You've been watching my videos.
I have.
Okay, well, all right.
Yeah.
You guys want to hint?
Well, what's the question though?
No, that is it's Uncharted: Lost Legacy. You have to. So do you want me to repeat the rules one more time?
It's like
Okay.
Jeopardy, Edgar. You have to.
Okay. So
sorry,
let me
What is?
let me repeat the rule one more time.
Okay,
Okay, so
sorry.
in this game, one we're playing right now, I'm gonna name an Uncharted game or a movie, and you have to tell me the main artifact or the main historical site the characters are looking for. So first
You can clearly
question
tell we've never
is
seen-
Lost
we've
Legacy.
never seen Jeopardy. So,
Do
do you remember what it's called?
Dude, I played it so long ago.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
All right. It's this hint's a little bit difficult. Okay, so this is probably giving a little bit too much away, but I'll let you have it for this one. All right. So the artifact itself is called the Tusk of, and whatever comes after that it's a sacred elephant in Indian culture.
Oh my god. The Tusk of. The Tusk of Mammoth. What is Tusk of Mammoth? I don't know, man. Shit. Are we both gonna strike out on this?
Give it a few tries. You never know.
Dude, we're gonna look so fucking stupid not knowing.
I know, dude. Oh, I'm so embarrassed now.
The Tusk of. God, nah. I'm not even.
Are you already feeling
You
it
give
now?
you give up, Edgar?
Yeah.
You folding, bro?
That was a good try.
The Tusk of Mammoth?
I mean, it kind of fits. You're on the right track. You're on the right track.
If he, I don't know.
No,
I'm gonna have to also.
it is the Tusk of Ganesh.
Oh my god!
I know you haven't.
Isn't that some sort of dish or something like that? Ganesh.
Ganesh.
Ganache. Sounds like food.
It's it is in the game. That's what they're looking for. The Tusk of Ganesh. Yeah, I think Ganesh is it's one of the gods from the lore of that particular journey. So yeah. All right, maybe a bit of a harder one, but hey, I said I'll give you guys.
Started with the hard one.
I'll give you guys hints. Okay, I'll give you guys hints.
Okay.
All right, but all right. Number 2, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
They're in India, no?
Close. Egypt.
Egypt. That was my first guess.
Yeah.
Egypt. Okay.
If you guys want a hint, let me know.
Didn't I win? You said name the artifact or the location.
Yeah.
So.
No, you still need to name the artifact.
You have to have named the artifact for this
okay.
one. If you give me, I would have given you location, but you said India, not Egypt. So yeah. Yeah.
I'm also gonna suck at this because Maurice, you already know I haven't even.
I know because he's racist. He hasn't seen Raiders of the Lost Ark yet. Okay, here you go. I'll give you guys a hint. All right.
Hey, don't look it up, man. Okay, what are you doing?
Give you guys a hint. I almost caught this fool cheating. I'll give you guys a hint, all right? This particular artifact is a biblical religious artifact, and it is in the title of the movie.
Noah's Ark?
Close.
Noah's something, right? Probably.
It's not Noah's, but it is an ark. It's an ark. So you're on the right track there.
Why are you covering your ears?
I'm trying to think.
That's how you think?
Yes.
Cover your
I'm
ears?
trying to fucking shut up. No, he said shut up.
Sorry these games are so hard, but we got to engage somehow. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
good.
It's-
I just my lack of action movies is showing.
Yes,
My
yes,
knowledge.
it is.
Shit.
It's okay. We'll beef them up. We'll beef them
All
up.
right, let's see.
You said it's a biblical.
It's a biblical artifact. I can give you one more hint that might help if you want one.
Okay.
Okay, this ark is what it's. Moses used it to store the 10 Commandments. The dead silence in here. The tension is real. The tension is real. Here are two brothers and a black guy.
Dude, mine is. I'm just out of the game. I'm gonna fail all of these.
We have to at least get one.
You have to at least get one,
We have to
bro.
at least get
Well, I kind
one.
of got it right, but
Come on, Alberto. You think you can give me a couple more guesses, bro.
Moses Ark? I don't.
Moses didn't have an ark,
so
no.
It has to have ark in it.
Yeah. Moses didn't have an ark,
for
though.
sure.
You're thinking of ark. You're thinking of a boat. Ark is in it, but in that context, ark is a boat.
It's not. Shit.
Be a lot easier if you would have seen the movies, bro.
I know. Fuck. Why couldn't this all just been like Doom questions?
We did the shooter stuff last time.
I
bro.
also sucked at that a little bit too. Shit. I'm gonna have to give up, Maurice.
All right, man. This one, it is the Ark of the Covenant. That's what it's called.
Oh fuck!
You know why I was like this? I had it in the top of my fucking head.
Me too. No, I'm being honest. When you mentioned Raiders of the Lost Ark, it came to me for a split second, and also I was like, "Fuck!" And then I lost it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel so bad being the game maker for this podcast, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do.
You're just making me mad.
All right, man. It's all good. We still have 1, 2, 3. We still have 4 more questions.
Shit.
So if either you guys get 2 and you tie, or you get 3,
Okay.
or none. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. All right. Remember, you got the artifact or you have the location. All right.
Gosh, it's hot in here.
All right. Yes, the tension is real, bro. The tension is real. All right. Number 3, Uncharted 2.
This is your favorite game, man.
It's your favorite game too.
No, mine's just 4. Okay. Isn't it like a knife?
Yes.
I'll give you a hint. This one is actually the location.
Shambhala?
You got it. That's
Oh,
one
really?
point. That's his point. Shambhala. It is the city of Shambhala. I would have also taken Marco Polo because it was following Marco
Why
Polo's
the fuck
expedition.
was I thinking Shanghai?
Shanghai?
I mean,
I was getting close to it. I was narrowing it down.
completely different continent, but I mean,
you're close. You're just a
on the
continent away.
right track.
So I'm being honest, I guessed, all right? I just remember him saying Shambhala with
We talked about it today. Because
trees
remember the knife that he had, that was the tool that he used to find all
Yeah.
the puzzles, right? But that's not what he was looking for.
Okay.
Now the location that they were looking for, was
Shambhala.
Yeah.
Before we get, what's that map in Call of Duty Zombies?
Shangri-La?
That's
what he was thinking
Yeah.
of. Okay. Yeah.
You thought Shanghai?
I was getting
Oh,
there.
Shangri-La?
Like I said, I was narrowing down.
He's
the
narrowing
name.
it down.
You're in a
He-
different game franchise. You were on Call of Duty.
But I thought it was Shangri-La for a minute.
I think I already won this one.
Yeah.
Shangri-La, I mean, I could see how that might have been a confusion because similar locations.
Okay.
Different continent, but it's okay. You're good.
All right.
All right. Number 4. I will give you hints on this. Well, I said I'll throw out hints because I know, but it's all good. All right. Number 4. This is a movie.
Okay.
Shit.
National Treasure.
Oh, I've never seen that.
You never seen National Treasure? Okay, I'll give you a hint. All right. So this one is an artifact. It's a document. This document is basically considered the beginning of America as a country.
The Constitution?
Close.
The Declaration of Independence?
You got it. That's the second point. There's a second point. Now, if you want me to, I can throw a couple more questions in here. You're gonna have to give me a minute though. But that's 2. That's 2 for 2. You have a chance to steal, but you got to get these next 2.
Okay.
You have a chance to steal. So Alberto is already at 2, man. He's the game winner, bro. It's game winner. It's okay.
I mean,
it's okay.
don't worry. I'm still very ashamed.
It's okay. All right. Are you ready? And like I said, I'll give you hints because I know you guys may not know some of these ones. But okay, you get next one. Number 5. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Damn, I was thinking of the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Shit.
I don't even know what they were searching for in that movie because it was so trash. I literally don't even remember what they're...
All I know is the title of it.
No, they were searching for the Crystal Skull. Yeah, they were. That would have been easier. I just didn't want to include that on this one because the movie's trash.
Well, what's this movie called?
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. All right, I'll give you a hint.
Shit.
This is another religious artifact. And it is this artifact was the main focus during the Crusades, which is why it's called the Last Crusade.
Is it like a cup?
It's a cup. You're on the
I
right track.
I guessed that.
It is on a cup.
fucking
It is a
guessed
cup. It is a cup.
Is
But
it
what's
the-
the cup called?
A chalice?
It's not. Well, not the particular one we're looking for, no. But it is a cup. So you're on the right track. Stay with that in mind. It is a cup. Religious artifact in the Bible. Main thing about the Crusades. You're on the right track.
Is it the cup that people... Shit. Cup of everlasting life.
Yes, it is literally that. Yes, you just have to give me the name of it.
I don't.
You have to give me the name.
The Cup of Life.
It's not called the Cup of Life.
It is the Cup of everlasting life. Yes, you're right, but you have to give me the name. You have to give me the name.
This is coming from. I never even seen the movie. Okay?
That's why I'm getting pissed off.
Edgar's like, this bitch, man. Like, how did you know?
The Holy Chalice.
You're close. You're close. Now, the holy, you're on the right track. It's the holy something, not the chalice.
The Holy Trinity.
No.
Holy moly donut shop.
The holy moly donut shop.
No,
Holy Eternity?
No.
Holy... Shit, I'm gonna give up.
Location is Egypt.
Is it Egypt? Don't look it up, Alberto.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Don't quote me on that. I'm not totally sure.
No?
But no, I'm not totally sure. Because the Crusades, I don't think it happened in Egypt. I'm not totally sure.
What is Holy Christ?
Close. You're really close. You're damn close. It is the cup of Christ, which is why it's the cup of everlasting life. You're on the right track, man. It's just you just need one word. You need one word, man. You need one word.
Holy... Oh my god.
Might as well just give it to you. You're halfway there.
I honestly don't know.
You can think of it too, man.
It's not Holy Chalice. Holy... Crusade?
I think you said that already.
You said Holy Christ.
Yeah, you said Holy Christ. I mean, you said it is the cup of Christ. It is the cup of everlasting life, but that's not the name, no.
Holy Blood of Eternity?
Holy blood of eternity.
I don't know. That sounds some shit like from Doom.
Yeah, that's not like that's the opposite side of faith,
Yeah,
sir.
that's not...
No, I give up.
No,
No.
I also don't know the last... I don't know what the one word is.
you're gonna be so mad at yourself. It is the Holy Grail.
Can we just stop recording?
Alberto won anyway. Unless we want to do a bonus round, we couldn't do a bonus
Holy
round.
Grail! Are you... That's the shit I be searching for when I go to comic stores!
I know. We can do a bonus round if you want, but otherwise Alberto takes it.
Let's do one more.
One more?
You bitch.
I just want to see how...
How dumb we are?
Yeah!
Fine.
Hey, I built these games. I gotta give a challenge. I gotta give entertainment value. All right. Anyway, we have one more. I can give you guys 2 more questions if you want. But okay, yeah. Let's do that. Okay. All right. Next one. We just talked about this one recently, so hopefully you guys have a bit more of a head track. I'll give you a hint, but let's go for it. Okay. Another one. Alberto's in the lead with those at 3 points. 2.
2.
2. Okay. Uncharted 4.
Avery's Lost Treasure.
I'm sorry, Edgar.
You didn't even bother, and you're like fucking relaxing and shit. You didn't even bother saying anything.
I was going to.
No, you didn't.
I think that's the end of the game, yo.
Yeah.
I was gonna do one more, but it's like, okay, that's it. All right,
Was
Alberto.
it really Avery's Lost Treasure?
Yeah, that's what they're
I
looking
thought it
for.
was just a fucking coin. That's what just said treasure.
No, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for, because Sam has the obsession with Henry Avery, Lost
Because
Treasure.
I knew it was Avery.
Yeah. So, all right. Sorry, bro. Second game down, but Alberto takes the cake. Like I said, I gotta.
Wow. Shit. Sarcastic.
Someone's a sore loser. Damn. Hey, listen. All right, I'm the game maker. I gotta make it fun. I gotta make it challenging. But they're fun. They're fun though, right? They're fun.
From Maurice.
They're fun. They're fun. But yeah. So that marks the end of the episode.
That
Uncharted Retrospective.
That's gonna do it for Two Brothers. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back again with Maurice, maybe with the entire episode of You know, just a quiz, the whole game.
Yeah, so the game is called, the game I play with my friends as a maker, it's called Nerd Jeopardy. So I have categories that you guys are probably more familiar with, like video games, anime, maybe some TV shows. I'll throw in a couple categories in there that you might not know as well, just for challenge sake. But yeah, that should be a fun episode.
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
we might just do that for the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think about tonight's episode. What are your favorite Uncharted games? Your favorite characters?
What do you guys think about the trailer, the movie, all the above? Yeah.
And we'll be back with another episode of Two Brothers soon.
And a black guy. Don't forget the black guy, bro.
Yes, Two Brothers and a black guy. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. And yeah, we're going to do great things.
Absolutely.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace.